Hi guys, my name is Kai and I'm here with my March reading wrap up. I read 7 books this month. I would say that's a low number for me, but I found some really good books and then I also had some not really good ones. I was like, I don't know. Overall, I would say that it was a good month. I started off with reading The Fine Print. I love this book. I love The Grumpy Sunshine. I just loved it. I loved it. The Grumpy Sunshine, everything. I love this. I'm pretty sure I rated this one 5 stars, and my ratings keep changing on them. Like, as I've had time to, sit on it, I just keep changing, but I think this one's definitely going to stay as a 5 star. I really did enjoy this one. I read The Girl on the Train. I don't even know why. I don't know. I think I would rate it 1 star. It was awful. There was 3 different perspectives from 3 different people. Don't get me wrong, I love a dual perspective. I love it. But 3 was and not only was it 3, but then you had past and present. So we're going from 3 different perspectives from past to present, and it was just everywhere. It was distinctly outlined in the book, but once you get going into a chapter, it's wait, what's going on? And if you even dare to set it down, and it's this whole murder thing, and then this girl's an alcoholic, so she doesn't even remember what's going on. I don't know, towards here it was good, but during the absolute climax of the book, tell me why I could just shut it. Tell me why I could just okay, close, go to bed. That should not be happening. I should be staying up till 1 a.m. finishing it, but it was not it with this one. 1 star. 1 star. Unravel Me. I like this a lot better than the first one. But I was told that the first one was not too good, which I agree, but I think it just gave a lot of background, world building kind of thing. But this one, I really enjoy getting into it, and I'm definitely getting that connection to the characters. And after reading the first one, I was there's no way that I'm gonna like Warner. No way. No way. I couldn't ever see myself actually liking him, and now I'm oh, maybe I feel bad for him. But I'm questioning myself. But I also like this one. I think maybe it was a 3 or a 4 star. Can tell you. 4th thing. I rated it 5 stars. 5. It was so worth the hype. And when I pick up a book, and we'll get to that later, that is hyped up, automatically my expectations are very high. So sometimes it's way too hard to meet, and other times it hit the marks. It hit the marks. I loved it. I loved it. Every second of it. I loved it. And I going into it, after hearing oh, dragons and scribes and writers, I was is it gonna be a little too weird? It's gonna be a little too weird for me. I love Harry Potter, so I'm a fantasy girl. I can get into it. And this was just so good. So good. I would still recommend it. And I have the other one up there. You can see it right there. So I can't wait to get into that one too, but I love this. 5 star all the way. I don't know where I read it, but I'm letting someone borrow it, so pray for me that they don't ruin it. But I read Things We Never Got Over. I rated that one 5 stars too. Love that with everything in me. I love that one. The small town, everything, the way everyone was together, oh my god, I loved it. Everything about it. I loved that book. 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. And I just bought the other one. I don't know if I brought it in here, but I did just buy the second book in the series because I can't wait to get into it. It was just darling. Absolutely darling. 5 stars. The Summer Broken Rules. I rated this one 3 stars, and I'm gonna stand with that because it wasn't anything life-changing. I would call this one a palate cleanser, if you will. I liked it, but it wasn't it was just fun and fluffy. It does mention grief, and I like the realistic sense of bringing it up constantly and having those thoughts of that person. But it wasn't too deep where it was super sad. So I really like this. It was fun, fluffy little story. I think I'm gonna rate this one a 2. I think initially I rated it a 3, but she's gonna go down to a 2. Because I knew that this was supposed to be a sad book. So, like, reading the entire thing, I was, like, just bracing myself for this heartbreak. I was just like, okay, be ready to cry. And I was kind of scared going into it, honestly, because I'm like, I don't know if mentally I can handle, like, some intense sadness right now. But I was just fine. I, like I said, the whole hype thing. So hyped up. So I was ready for the sadness. I was ready. And this girl, at my work was talking about it, and she was like, I don't know if I want to read the second one. Like, it was so cringy. Like, I don't want to pick up the second one. But, like, she said that she cried a lot with it, too. And I was like, okay. I hated it. I hated it. Not, I didn't really hate it. But, like, given that my expectations were set so high, I was so let down. Because, like, it didn't get sad until, like, here. And then, like, really, like, here. And then we just decided that we were gonna, like, cram it all into, like, 5 pages. Like, no way. And, like, that's probably spoiling it. I don't know what to say without giving it away. But when you're gonna cram all the devastation into 5 pages, when there's not even that much, like, built up, like, connection. Like, they liked each other from a distance for a long time, but then they, like, get together and they're together for, like, a week, and it's, like, cute, but then they're, like, together for, like, one night, and then all this devastation hits. Like, I'm sorry, but I just wasn't, like, I wasn't feeling that connection at all. And maybe it's because I read it on, or, like, listened to it on audiobook. Maybe it's because of that I wasn't, like, feeling that connection so much. But, like, it was not it for me. And, like, I wanted to love it. But, like, now I don't even care to buy the second book. And I know it just came out. And, like, normally, like, okay, I want to read it. No, I don't want to read it. No. I was so disappointed, and I wish I had so much more. And, like, I know this is, like, so controversial and so unpopular. Like, I posted a TikTok about it, and, like, we were talking about it in the comments. And one thing I love about Book Talk is, like, how we can be so respectful towards each other. Because, like, other things, I'm like, geez, you guys are so mean. But everyone was like, no, like, I love that book. Like, it tore me to pieces. And then, like, I'm talking with someone who has a totally different opinion than me. And she was like, we agree with, like, you know? Like, I just like that. I like the respect that we can have for each other and our opinions. So that was lovely. But I'm here for the conversation. I love having conversation with people. But this was not it for me, babes. So I read 7 books. Here's them, minus the 5-star of things we got over. But this is it. Overall, I would say it was successful. I like having, like, books that I don't think that I could enjoy the books that I do like as much as I do without having books that disappoint me. Like, they can't all be wins. And I like having passionate opinions about things as well. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will hit you with the April TBR. I am so excited, and I'll see you in the next one.